Hello students, today's class we are going to continue exercise 5.3 of chapter 5 data handling. Today's first question, that is in the exercise third question, find the probability of the pointer stopping on D in question 1a. Answer: in the spinning wheel there are 4 outcomes, right? See, the outcomes of a spinning wheel are A, B, C and D, but total outcomes are A, B, C, D. Total outcomes are 5. Yes, we'll write that total number of outcomes equal to 5. And number of times D occur is equal to 1. Therefore, the probability of point stopping on D is equal to number of times D occur by total number of outcomes. That is equal to 1 by 5. This is the probability of D. Next part of question, probability of getting an ace from a well shuffled deck of 52 playing cards. In 52 playing cards we are having 4 designs, so each design we are having ace card. So totally how many ace cards there? Yes, totally 4 ace cards. First we will write total number of playing cards equal to 52 and total number of ace in a deck of cards is equal to 4. The cards which is having A alphabet, that is only ace card. Therefore, the probability of getting an ace is equal to total number of aces in playing cards divided by total number of playing cards, that is equal to 4 by 52. If we simplify, we will get 1 by 13. Third part of question, probability of getting a red apple. See figure below. In this circle having totally 7 apples. 3 are green, 4 are red. They are asking the probability for red apples. First we will write total number of apples in the figure. Total number of apples is equal to 7. And number of red apples is equal to how many? Yes, 4. Therefore, the probability of getting a red apple is equal to number of red apple divided by total number of apples, that is equal to 4 by 7. Yeah, 4 by 7 is probability of getting red apples. It's copied on all this part of answers. Next, fourth question. Numbers 1 to 10 are written on 10 separate slips. One number on one slip. Kept in a box and mixed well. One slip is chosen from the box without looking into it. What is the probability of? Yeah. One box we have to put a slips with numbers. On each slip we should write only one number. Yes. Now we'll write total number of outcomes. That is how many numbers are there, that much outcomes you will get. Okay, that is 10. And outcomes are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These are the numbers written on the slip. First part of question, getting a number 6. How many slip has 6 number? Yes, only one slip. Yes. Number of slips having 6 written on it. Here slip word is missing, you add it. Number of slip having 6 written on it is equal to 1. Therefore, the probability of getting a number 6 is equal to 1 by 10. Understood? Yes. Total number of outcomes should be in the denominator. Similarly, second part of question, getting a number less than 6. Less than 6, we are having 5 numbers. They are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The number of slips having a number less than 6 written on them is equal to 5. Therefore, the probability of getting a number less than 6 is equal to 5 by 10, that is equal to 1 by 2. Third part of question, getting a number greater than 6. They are 7, 8, 9 and 10. Totally 4 numbers. The same way we should write. The number of slips having a number more than 6 are 4. Therefore, the probability of getting a number more than 6 is equal to 4 by 10. If you simplify, you will get 2 by 5. Fourth part, getting a 1-digit number. Yeah, how many 1-digit numbers? From 1 to 9. 10 is a 2-digit number. Totally how many numbers? 9 numbers. Number of slips having 1-digit number written on them is equal to 9. Therefore, the probability of getting 1-digit number is equal to, what is the answer? Yes, 9 by 10. Because total single digit numbers are, that is 1-digit numbers are 9. Total outcomes 10. So 9 by 10. Question 5 is homework for you. Do it in the homework book. Only one problem given as homework. Question 6. Find the probabilities of the events given in question 2. This is the question 2 in this exercise. We have written only the outcomes. List of outcomes we have answered previously. But now in the 6th question, the same question they are asking the probabilities of the events. All part of question we should write the probability. First part, total number of outcomes. When a die is thrown, what will be the total number of outcomes? 6. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. First A, that is the first sub question, A part answer, a prime number. A prime number. Which are prime number? 2, 3, 5 are prime numbers. Totally how many prime numbers are there? 3 prime numbers. Therefore, the probability of getting a prime number is equal to 3 by 6. Understand? Yes. Whenever they ask probability, you should write number of chances. Next, not a prime number. There is second part of question in the first subdivision. Non-prime numbers, they are 1, 4, 5. That also 3 numbers. Therefore, the probability of getting non-prime number, you will get the same answer, that is 3 by 6. If you simplify, it will become 1 by 2. So very easy concept, probability, and also very important lesson. Next, second subdivision, first part, a number greater than 5. Yeah, that is only one number, 6. A number greater than 5 is equal to 6. Therefore, the probability of getting a number greater than 5 is equal to 1 by 6. Next part, a number not greater than 5. They are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Totally 5 numbers. Therefore, the probability of getting a number not greater than 5 is equal to 5 by 6. Yes, we have completed last exercise of this chapter. So, practice the problems and do the homework. Thank you.